When I first had the idea for starting up my channel, there were two stands I wanted to stay away from explaining. The first being D4C, and I don't even think I have to explain that one. And the second, of course, being Diavolo stand, King Crimson. King Crimson is one of my personal favorite stands in the series. Diavolo is present for some of the best moments in the anime, and to watch him get his ass kicked by Giorno was legendary. With all that being said, this stand is one of the most confusing in the series, so today I'm going to be explaining the two abilities of King Crimson, Epitaph and Time Erase. Epitaph, being the easiest of the two to explain, was first referenced in chapter 518 and used in chapter 544 of the manga. This ability simply allows Doppio or Diavolo to see 10 seconds into the future, and anything that happens in these visions are absolute and can only be changed through a fate manipulator like GER, or King Crimson's other time ability I have yet to talk about. Now, this all seems pretty broken, but its weakness comes in the form of not being super detailed. During the fight with Risotto, Doppio foresees a dismembered foot, causing Diavolo to contemplate taking over their body, and Doppio to freak out, and the foot ended up not even being theirs. Another slight weakness of this ability is only being able to foresee 10 seconds worth of the future, seeing as though it only took Bucciolati about 5 minutes to figure out and plan around in their battle. Still, even with that knowledge, it wasn't much of a fight, seeing as though Diavolo took slight damage and Bucciolati ended up getting donutted with ease. Okay, so what? He can see into the future. Now what? Well, when used in conjunction with the second ability, King Crimson becomes a nearly unstoppable stand, at least by part 5 standards. Time Erase, first shown in chapter 520, isn't quite so simple as just erasing time. There's plenty of debate online whether Time Erase actually erases time or skips over it, and I'd say the ability is more akin to erasing time, although the official Viz translation has Diavolo use time skip and erase interchangeably. When Diavolo activates Time Erase, he enters a period of erase time that lasts for 10 seconds. Activating Time Erase tears away all surroundings, only leaving Diavolo and his opponents in an area that resembles space. During that time, Diavolo is essentially intangible, nullifying anything or anyone's actions against him, as he'll just end up phasing right through it. And although he's shown spattering his blood on Giorno in their final battle, he isn't actually able to interact with anything or anyone. Those affected are on something similar to autopilot, doing the actions faded, and in the end have no recollection of what happened within those 10 seconds. Or, in other words, Diavolo removed the cause and kept the effect. Going deeper into those affected, it's stated on King Crimson's stand card, and I quote, "When time is erased, no humans or life in the world will experience this period of time." So yeah, Diavolo can erase time on a planetary scale. As far as what Diavolo can see during this period, within the void that is erased time, his opponent's future actions appear to be somewhat superimposed over the original, similar in appearance to after images, or I guess you could call it a before image in this case. Now, this is pretty cool because it allows Diavolo the chance to position himself in his opponent's blind spot, so that when Time Erase ends, he can pretty much do whatever he wants, including killing a random homeless man for admiring your hands, and or karate chopping an enemy stand user's carotid artery. Did I mention he was crazy? So what about Diavolo's original fated action? Is he exempt from fate? Yes and no. You see, Diavolo is free from fate in a sense. He can move or do anything he chooses, but anything fated to be affected by him will happen regardless of if he's in place to do it or not. For example, if Diavolo views a prediction where he crushes a can, then skips time, he can't interact with that object. But because that can was fated to be crushed, Diavolo is free to do whatever he wants, and once the skip ends, the can will end up crushed. Headcanon territory, but I believe this is how Narancia was killed and Trish's hand was severed as well. So that wraps up both Time Erase and Epitaph. If you made it to the end, I want to thank you for watching. I do have a Twitter, Twitch, and Discord if you're interested in checking me out on other platforms. Don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it, and as always, if you have a topic you'd like to see me cover, drop a comment, and I hope you all have a beautiful day. I'm out.